Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Hardee's Iceplex in Chesterfield, Missouri. We are getting ready for the first game of the Mid-State semifinal between the Cadets of CBC and the Tigers of Edwardsville High School. You are watching the Cadet Student Network. My name is Tom Eichwald, and I'll be bringing you the game tonight. Certainly couldn't do this without a couple of students making the broadcast possible tonight. Kyle Hunt working the board and Charlie Hines on camera. So Kyle and Charlie, thanks in advance for all the good work you're going to do tonight. If you've been following the Cadets season, you know that there is a budding rivalry with Edwardsville. Edwardsville, of course, having a great season, beat the Cadets 6-1 just a couple of weeks ago, last time these two teams met. So it will be an interesting game for CBC. I think what it's going to come down to for the Cadets tonight is composure. We've seen CBC shaky over the last few weeks, from Caruso and net all the way up to the goal scoring and the finishing at the other end of the ice. The Cadets have been less than their best more often than not. Tonight, we are going to need to see the leaders of this Cadet team step up. I'm talking about the seniors. I'm talking about Bud Winter, Clayton Daw, and I'm talking about Jack Caruso. I would say that we would need to see John Seraphin step up in defense, but John Seraphin is out with his shoulder separation, so the Cadets, there's plenty of depth back there, but they'll be without their leader. So they will be Van Kramer, Ben Jones, and Evan Hubert, among others. Probably James Meyer figuring in the game as well. So that'll be it for CBC. And for Edwardsville, you want to come out flying. You want to come out, get in CBC's face early. Let them know this is the same team that destroyed you a few weeks ago, and they're hungry for more. For Edwardsville, a huge opportunity to make it to their first Mid-States Challenge Cup final. As we get set for the broadcast tonight, you're going to see the Cadets in the visiting purple. They'll be going left to right across your screen, and the Tigers of Edwardsville in the white and orange, the Flyers-style uniforms going right to left across your screen. For the Cadets, it will be Caruso in goal. And as both teams get set for their last-minute preparations, we want to let you know that tonight's game is being brought to you by a number of sponsors you'll be hearing about throughout our broadcast tonight. But in anticipation of face-off, we want to let you know that tonight's puck drop is sponsored by State Farm agent and CBC alum Tim Kylo. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to introduce the starting lineups. We may have to pause for the national anthem because, of course, we can't bring you that due to copyright laws. Jack Caruso starting in goal tonight, as we said. And in front of him, you will have 17, Ben Jones, one of the captains of this CBC team. His partner in defense tonight will be number 22, that is Brendan O'Donnell, getting the start in place of John Seraphin. Eric Brown, and then you're going to hear Clayton Daw and Bud Winter. This has been the Cadets' first choice and first line in the attack all season. You've seen occasionally Eric Brown get swapped in with Noah Roof, but Eric Brown, plenty of experience, and he will be a factor tonight with his speed and with his intelligence. So Winter, Daw, Brown, O'Donnell, Jones, and Caruso for CBC. For the Tigers of Edwardsville at the other end, our goaltender tonight will be number 29, Matthew Griffin. Matthew Griffin, and in front of him, number 28, Rory Margario. I think it's Margario according to the PA, so we'll go with him. And his defensive partner, Connor Stewart, number 72. And the first line tonight, number 21, Carson Lewis. Number 44, Tyler Schaefer. And rounding out this first forward line for the Tigers will be 73, Lucas Tucker. So as we get set, we are going to come out for the national anthem. We're going to have to take a quick break. We can't bring you the audio of the national anthem due to copyright laws. We'll be right back in just a moment. We'll have playoff action for you right here on the Cadet Student Network. We are ready to go here on CSN. The atmosphere is rocking here at Hardee's. CBC with a massive student section over there on that far side. You can see them in their white shirts sporting Ploffs, because apparently the letters A and Y make the word playoffs too long for a t-shirt. Down here to our right, we do have the Edwardsville student body, a little bit smaller, but I imagine on Saturday night, when it's not a weeknight, we will see Edwardsville represented extremely well. And have to say, for 8:30 on a Thursday night, a school night, great crowd from Edwardsville making the drive out here to Hardee's. These two teams will get set. We mentioned that CBC will be in the purple. They are the visitors tonight due to the seating situation. They'll be going left to right, and the white and orange of the Edwardsville Tigers going right to left across your screen, and we look to be all set for face-off. Tonight's puck drop sponsored by Tim Kylo. Tim takes great care of CBC. He'll take great care of you, too, and you'll be hearing about him throughout our broadcast tonight. We're very grateful to Mr. Kylo for bringing you tonight's face-off. We are underway. The Cadets come away with it, despite Eric Brown hitting the ice early. And looking to work it in are the Tigers. Here's Bud Winter in the neutral zone. Carries it in. He's got Daw middle. Bud Winter tries to go near post. Good save made, though. The save was made initially by Griffin. And Edwardsville going the other way. Here is Carson Lewis. Carson Lewis loses out. The Cadets can't clear the zone. And eventually they do. And that puck goes all the way down to the other end. It's regained by, looks like number 4, Jared Nosser for the Tigers. And Brendan O'Donnell, we mentioned the Cadets being without John Seraphin tonight, so O'Donnell steps in alongside Ben Jones. He's been solid in the playoffs. The one thing you're missing with John Seraphin is a big, big body and an experienced, cool-headed senior defenseman. But O'Donnell, I'm sure, will be a worthy deputy as Evan Hubert comes into the game in defense, and he will be partnering James Meyer tonight. Puck in the zone. Centering pass there from number 16. That's John Paul Krekovich. Doesn't find anybody. Here's Baginski going the other way. Baginski off a skate. And a save made by Griffin. Puck loose. Noah Roof can't get a shot off. Hubert across. This is Meyer. Is he going to wind up? He tries a wrister, and that is saved by Griffin as well to his right. So Griffin already with 2 or 3 saves in this one. And Edwardsville trying to clear the zone. Puck breaks for Baginski initially, and eventually the Tigers are able to clear. They will swap lines, as will the Cadets. And we get a new team out on the ice. Puck dumped in there by Krekovich. And now the Cadets chasing it down. That's Van Kramer and Jack Ritter in the purple and gold, chasing it down. Puck falls favorably to Edwardsville here. Unfortunately, Riley Patton couldn't turn toward goal with it. And we're seeing some physical intensity. I would expect that to continue. Shot comes in. Glove save by Caruso. And he's able to hold on to that. That shot, quick hands from Ben Gibbons to get that shot away. But that is a save for Caruso. We talked early before the broadcast about the need to see composure from Jack Caruso. You need your seniors to step up, and that is a good confidence-building save. It was on the glove side. He's able to catch it. He's able to control the rebound. That is what you want early in this game. And a face-off again won by CBC. It's a game in which possession will figure heavily, so you definitely want to be making the most of your face-off situations. So far, so good for the Cadets on that front. Lucas Tucker finds a teammate. That's a goal! Tyler Schaefer, number 44, with a wrister. That is through bodies. I don't think Caruso ever caught sight of that, and it goes in under his left arm. So that is a goal early for Tyler Schaefer of the Edwardsville Tigers, and that's what you want. They showed the Cadets just a couple of weeks ago how potent they can be on the offensive side of the ice, scoring 6 on the Cadets and on Caruso. So they wanted to come out tonight, go at him early, try to get some pressure, maybe even try to get a goal just to plant some doubt in CBC's mind. So for the Cadets, you need your composed players to step up. Baginski's shot saved by Griffin, being chased down by Noah Roof into the corner. Baginski, Roof, and looks like number 28, that is Max Brown, the second line for the Cadets. Tony Andrews out there for the CBC now alongside Ben Jones. Out in front, just wide from Baginski. The puck was poked to him by Noah Roof, but Baginski could not get it on goal. Tony Andrews now finds Noah Roof coming across central ice. He's got Ben Jones over on that left-hand side. Everybody on side. And that puck is off of Griffin, up and over. Ben Jones, saved by Griffin. The wrister hits Griffin in the glove. Roof passes. The Cadets cannot put it in. They've got plenty of time. That one is played around by Max Brown. But Edwardsville gains it. A couple early opportunities for CBC. They have not been able to put it away. Whereas the Edwardsville Tigers are batting .500 shots on goal to goals. So that is the difference in this one right now. 11:28 to go here in this first period. Again, you're watching the Cadet Student Network. Tom Eichwald bringing you the game here on CSN. This is the first leg of a 2-game semifinal series between the Tigers and the Cadets. The other semifinal was played before this. SLU getting a 5-1 win, as you see Caruso come out. SLU getting a 5-1 win over the other Tigers, the Oakville Tigers. And so they will go and play 8:30 on Saturday here. The Cadets and Edwardsville will play again at 6 o'clock on Saturday. The way it works, in case you're new to playoff hockey, is that these two teams will play 2 games. So one home, one away, even though it's played at the same rink. If one team wins both games, obviously they're through. A win and a tie puts you through. The only way you could be eliminated the only way you could make it through on Saturday if you lose tonight would be to win the game on Saturday and then to win the mini game that would be after that. It's a 10-minute mini game that would be after Saturday's game if the games are split, 1 win apiece or 2 ties. Hopefully that wasn't too confusing, but for the Cadets, hopefully it won't matter. Hopefully you win tonight, and then you win on Saturday and take it out of the hands of fate. Shot comes in by Daw, blocked. Eric Brown now for CBC. He's got O'Donnell up top, but he finds Bud Winter. Winter using his size and experience, trying to get this puck out sideways to Eric Brown. Instead, he goes the other way. Good pass in front, but not quite on the stick of Daw. And coming the other way, here are the Tigers. This is Lucas Tucker. Tigers keep it in the zone. It is cleared by Bud Winter. And we get an offsides going against the Tigers of Edwardsville. Puck bouncing around. Not quite going to call that a mistake, just a little bad bounce if you are wearing the orange tonight. 10 minutes to go here in this first period. Early goal from Edwardsville. The difference right now, 1-0. And this faceoff will be Eric Brown against a replacement for Carson Lewis. It will be the goal scorer Tyler Schaefer stepping in against Eric Brown. Wrister in behind. Oh, off the boards. There is a door back there. That is something to keep an eye on. There's a door back there where you saw the puck take a weird bounce. The door doesn't quite flush up against the boards. That will be interesting. Get some weird bounces back there. And now Winter. Trying to find Daw. Almost finds Brown on accident. Winter around for Eric Brown. Intercepted by Schaefer. Schaefer's pass picked off by number 28, Max Brown. And the Tigers rebuild from behind their own net. Bud Winter's able to stop the clearance. Pass it around behind. Clayton Daw is at that back door. They got a shooter in Max Brown on this near side, but instead it's going to be Jones at the far side. Almost deflected in by Bud Winter. Bud was not far off. Good idea from Jones and a good read from Winter, just not quite the deflection he needed. And Edwardsville is able to clear. Ben Jones being chased down at the other end by Riley Patton, one of the star players for the Edwardsville Tigers. Puck chipped in so CBC can change lines. 8:58 to go here in this first period. Pass intercepted by Noah Roof through the legs. Here's Tony Andrews, the freshman. Andrews in front. Falls for Hubert. Hubert can't get a shot off. Here's Meyer. He will get a shot. Sails high. Around on the other side, Baginski dumps it around behind. Tony Andrews chasing it down. Tony Andrews, just a freshman, but we've talked about him a lot on these broadcasts because he's been very active in these games. A strong young man, as we see. Oh, just ahead of him. Strong young man, but a very intelligent hockey player as well. He knows the game, he reads the game, and he can play the game. That's a dangerous combination for a man of his youth. And puck finally breaks for Hubert. Baginski couldn't quite take it in on goal. And the Tigers will clear. Caruso is going to take the icing. Here we get a chance to catch our breath and also a chance to ask you, Cadet fans, are you protected? Call State Farm agent and CBC alum Tim Kylo for all your insurance needs. Tim is more than just the best insurance guy in town. He's also the presenting sponsor of CSN, and we are incredibly grateful for his support. You'll want to call Tim at 314-842-4442 or send him an email at tim@timkilo, that's KILO.com. Follow him on social media as well. On Twitter, he is @riskagent. Puck around behind the Edwardsville net. 8:57 to go here in this first period. Cadets still trail. And going the other way, good interception there by Mike Deba. Doing a nice job getting back. And now going the other way, this is Grant Kleinschmidt. Kleinschmidt shot sails wide. Ritter grabs the rebound, tries to dump it back in front for Kleinschmidt. But that's intercepted by Edwardsville. They will clear the zone. Speaking of young, talented players, keep an eye on Jack Ritter tonight, number 39 for CBC. Doesn't have quite the size of physicality that Tony Andrews does, but very intelligent. And what Jack Ritter has is the attitude that every coach in every sport wants to have on their team. He's got a lot of skill, but he is never going to quit. Shot from Deba goes wide. And coming over here, puck fired into the zone by John Paul Krekovich. And again, Caruso will take the icing, and we get a break with 7:11 on the clock. Now, of course, we're here at Hardee's, so we can't be at the CBC concession stand eating delicious TJ's Pizza. But in case you're wondering, dinner on the go has never been so easy. So next time you're on campus, be sure to try a slice. TJ's is more than just pizza, though. They offer the best fundraising option around. They offer a simple process that helps your school, team, or organization raise money by selling delicious pizzas and desserts. You want to call TJ's at 314-869-9404 or learn more online at tjspizza.com. Thank you, TJ's. Schaefer coming into the zone for the Tigers. Weak wrister pounced on by Caruso as Schaefer was taking that shot from his knees. He'd been brought down. So we talked about the composure for the Cadets needing to be on display. Their response from the goal has been okay. They haven't given up. They haven't softened any. But really, you're wanting to see a little bit more on the puck, a little bit more possession, a little bit more skill. It's been a little frantic at the other end. And to their credit, Edwardsville is doing a wonderful job of collapsing upon their net. There haven't been a whole lot of clean opportunities for CBC right in front of Griffin's goal. And I think that's been part of the game plan for Edwardsville. When you're back, be tight, be compact. When you go forward, let it fly. Face off to Caruso's left. Won by CBC. Taken around behind is Ben Jones. He's got Bud Winter. Bud Winter's pass picked off. Had Clayton Dahl wide open, and here is Schaefer. Schaefer's shot off the ankle, probably painfully, of Max Brown. And Winter, speaking of pain, takes down Lewis. On sides for the Tigers. Puck dumped around behind, and here is Carson Lewis. This time he's taking a shot from Max Brown. Now Eric Brown. Bud Winter, Clayton Daw. And that will be, I think we might have had an offsides there. At any rate, it'll be a face-off coming out. 6:22 to go, or 6:28, I think. I think we got a couple of bulbs out on that scoreboard. But about 6.5 to go here in the first period. I want to thank you for joining us. And Edwardsville looking to build. In the middle, this is Logan Belicky. Around behind, James Meyer does a nice job winning the puck. Baginski in open ice. Can't say it enough. What a player he is when he's got space to move. Here you see it. Shot, but it's off the ankle of a defender. And not able to put away the rebound is Noah Roof. Thought he might have had it there. Good job by Griffin of covering his near post, though. Baginski chasing it down on the near side. Puck falls nicely, but Tony Andrews does a nice job of getting back for that. That was, got to give credit to Stanley Lucas. Puck fell right to him. He did the right thing. Got it away, tried to move it centrally, get it onto a running or a moving player who's moving into open ice, but it just doesn't come off for him. But Tony Andrews, again, we talked about his awareness. He reads that situation very well, and he's able to easily cut that one out. Now the Cadets. Deba. He's got Kleinschmidt and Ritter alongside. Puck loose in the middle. Ritter first to react. Held back a little bit, but not enough to warrant a whistle. 5.5 to go here in this first period. Kramer through the wickets of O'Donnell. Off the board. Bad pass by O'Donnell. Coming in the middle. Here's a shot for Edwardsville. Good save on the first one from Caruso. Rebound comes in. Not on target. The original shot came in from 71. That was Oberlag. And the rebound came in from number, I think that was 12, Stanley Lucas. No, correction, it's 17, a player not on the roster. But scary moment there for the Cadets, as you saw the sloppy giveaway from Brendan O'Donnell. Nick Carasello, you can see the motion, the hand motion he just gave O'Donnell when he got off the ice. Just slap it long. Get it out along the boards. Never try to play that pass back into the middle. Something O'Donnell knows, but Nick Carasello will feel a little bit better reminding him of it. It's under that category for all you coaches out there. Under 5 to go here. Shot. Blocked. Schaefer, again the shooter. Now Winter. He's got Daw alongside of him. Winter's shot deflected wide by Griffin. Daw over on the near side, or on the far side rather. He's got some help from Eric Brown. But Edwardsville breaks. This is Schaefer. Very much the danger man for these Tigers tonight. Schaefer tries to put it through the legs of Max Brown, but good job by Max Brown of keeping that back foot, that trail foot close, and he's able to stop that. Good fundamentals there, good footwork from Max Brown. Now Winter. Across for Brown. That's Eric Brown. Not a good situation for a commentator when you got two guys on the same team with the same last name. And now Nasser trying to clear. Nasser, correction. And who's he trying to find? Of course, it is Tyler Schaefer. Seen a lot from Tyler Schaefer tonight. We'll talk about that in a second. As Baginski lets fly. That is blocked. Nasser did a nice job blocking that one. Almost deflects off of him and in. But again, Nasser is there in the presence of mind to clear it as he's losing his footing. Good concentration there from Jared Nasser. Coming in the other end. Baginski beats one. He's trying to take on the whole team by himself. He's got a pass into the middle. Andrews can't deflect it on target, just wide. Now Noah Roof. All of these guys can score. Every one of them is dangerous for the Cadets right now. Hubert in off the back board, and it's smothered by Griffin. I'd watch those boards behind the goal. They are very active. You will get a lot of bounce off of them, something CBC has already made note of. To go back to the point about Tyler Schaefer, you're seeing a lot from him in various facets of the game. He's been instrumental in possession, but Tyler Schaefer appears to be most dangerous in transition. You can see as soon as Edwardsville gets the puck, as we said, they're staying tight on defense and they're looking to break. As soon as they look to break, watch for Tyler Schaefer come into these wide areas, and he is extremely dangerous in open ice. You see he's got some good hands, he's got good feet, and he's got a good head on his shoulders. Face off to Griffin's left. And CBC will have a power play. That is a slash on Logan Bellicky, so good opportunity for the Cadets to draw level. With 3:18 to go here in this first period, these Cadets will definitely want to take advantage of this power play and try to go into the intermission level. Again, the goal from the aforementioned Tyler Schaefer. The only difference between these two teams, CBC winning in the shot category, but not in the goals. That shot came in from Baginski, blocked by at least one person. And quality shots have not been readily available for the Cadets, and we attribute that to good pressure and good closing down from Edwardsville. They're not giving them open space, and they're shutting down those shooting lanes very nicely. Puck cleared. Caruso's going to let Ben Jones handle that, and the Cadets will change the forward line. 2.5 to go in the period, 1:06 to go here in the power play. Noah Roof sees an opportunity, cuts inside. The delay goes just wide, but again, an active rebound off this board. Shot from Kramer takes a block. Roof, that is Kleinschmidt ended up on the ice, took a shove in the back. We won't mention that, except that we did. Jack Ritter duking it out with Schaefer over there. And Schaefer fires it long. 38 seconds to go on this power play. 2:05 to go in this second period. Caruso around behind. This will be Van Kramer. And now Kramer chased down. Chased down pretty well there, to give credit. Stanley Lucas doing a nice job getting back. James Meyer can't keep that in the zone, despite the diving, outstretched hand. Caruso finds Bud Winter on the outlet. Winter has Kleinschmidt to his left, Meyer to his right. And the latter will chase this one down. Options in the middle. Shot from Ritter wide. 6 seconds on the power play. Kramer up top. Underneath, Bud Winter. Back to Kramer. Kramer's wrister. Off the leg, I believe, of Jack Ritter. And finds James Meyer. And we are back to even strength with 1 minute and 19 seconds to go in this first period. Opportunity missed for CBC. And that one from Kleinschmidt, again shut down by Edwardsville. That has been the story so far in this game. I think it has been Edwardsville shutting down the shooting lanes for the Cadets. Schaefer at the other end. Good save by Caruso. That was goal bound to Caruso's blocker side. Under a minute to go here in this first period now. You need to hold on right now if you are the Cadets. You cannot give away another goal right before the intermission. The intermission will only intensify any momentum that this game has going for it. Around the far side, around the near side, Daw. Trying to get it is Daw still. Puck bouncing around in the neutral zone. Finally gained by Edwardsville. That's dumped in by Oberlag. And around behind Jones under some pressure. Cadet player goes down. That is Hoppy Randazzo. 22 seconds to go. Shots deflected high. A lot of pressure here from Edwardsville. You need to weather this if you are CBC. And Clayton Daw just slaps it all the way at the other end. That will be an icing, which will lead to a face-off in a very dangerous position for Edwardsville. Mentioned that the intermission will just intensify any momentum. Right now, Edwardsville's asking all the questions of CBC. They're the ones putting the pressure. They're the ones going forward. They're the ones really trying to grab this game by the horns. The Cadets right now reeling a little bit. You need to get through the next 14.4 seconds, survive it, recompose it, break, get a drink of water, take a breath, and come back out. Face-off won by the Cadets. Hubert can't clear it. Gets a little bit of help from Baginski, though. 8 seconds now. Dumped in long by Noah Roof. 5 seconds. Puck in front. Griffin's going to smother this one. And they do not let the clock run out. It is 0.4 seconds on this one. And a face-off right in front of this Edwardsville goal. We will stay with you through this first intermission. They don't clear the ice until after the second period in the playoffs. So 0.4 seconds here. We won't have too much. There we go. That is going to do it for the first period. So at the end of one, it is 1-0 in favor of the Tigers of Edwardsville. Not the first period you were hoping for if you're a CBC fan. For Edwardsville, it went exactly to plan. You're doing a nice job in your defensive game plan. Your execution has been good. And going forward, you have created some shooting opportunities, forced a couple saves out of Caruso, and even snuck one through that I don't think Caruso ever saw. So job done for Edwardsville, or at least 1/3 of the way done. As we look forward to this second period, some of the things you'll want to look for the Cadets, it's a matter of using movement a little bit more creatively. You're seeing that Edwardsville is doing a wonderful job, as we say, of shutting down those lanes. Well, the way to beat that is you have to move them out of those lanes. You're not going to. You can physically do that. That's one way. You can have the Bud Winners of the world just go in as a wrecking ball and clear people out prior to the shot. Or, more likely for the Cadets, you need to be a little bit quicker with your passing. You need to be a little bit quicker with your movement. If you're going to circle the zone, you need to do it quickly. You need to switch the point of attack. You need to go from one side of the ice to the other very, very quickly to try to catch Edwardsville in a shift. If they're in a shift, they're not in the lane they want to be in, and you might get a quality shot. So for CBC, it's a matter of staying solid at the back end of the ice, making sure that Caruso has some protection in front of him, and then at the forward end of the ice going toward the goal. It's all a matter of speed for CBC. You've got the skill to play fast. See if Edwardsville does as well. Face off the second period. And as we get started, as that puck goes over, gained by Jones. Roof over there. The Cadets trying to control it for a little bit. Good poke check by Roof, but the Tigers will be able to clear. This is Tucker. Tucker's pass intercepted vitally by Tony Andrews. He had who else? Schaefer right behind him. That's not a guy you want with the puck in open ice. Going the other way for the Cadets. Pass finds Tony Andrews. Andrews has help inside. Shot is saved by Griffin. He had Baginski inside and Roof at the back post. We mentioned Tim Kylob. We got a number of other sponsors tonight that we want to say thank you to. One of those is Mercy Healthcare. I want to say thanks to one of our newest sponsors. That is Mercy Sports Medicine. They're ranked as a top-tier Catholic health system nationally. They offer the highest quality health care for students and their families. We certainly know that here at CBC. Our very own athletic trainer, Kristen Jeans, a Mercy trainer. So to learn more about how they can take great care of you as well, visit them at mercy.net. That is mercy.net. Clayton Dawes shot. I think we're going for the world record of number of shots off of shin pads tonight. I think we're at about 6 or 7 for the Cadets. Here's Lucas going the other way. Lucas cuts inside. Good stick work. Poked away by Caruso. Caruso with the left foot. Makes a save. Takes a couple of whacks for his efforts. I think Caruso might have taken a stick to the helmet there. That's why you wear it. But I don't know how clear a shot you had of that in the camera, but you saw Caruso make the initial save. Rebound came right in front of him. He was able to stick his left leg out in a gesture that just the mere thought of which causes major leg trauma up here. I'm starting to cramp up just thinking about trying to make that save. Wonderful mobility and speed by Caruso to get that left foot out there. That's the only reason we are not down 2-0. Here's Lucas into the middle. That pass is blocked, and it's into the netting. Wrong kind of netting. And we stop play, under 14 to go. We also want to say that when you need an attorney, you want someone you can count on to protect your legal rights. The attorneys at Milliken Wright are here for you. Brian Milliken and CBC grad Chris Wright have fiercely represented the injured and accused in civil and criminal cases in the St. Louis area for more than 15 years. Call Brian and Chris at 314-621-0622 or find Milliken Wright online at www.millikenwright.com. You'll want to let Milliken Wright fight for you. As we get another stoppage here. Not sure exactly what happened. Might have been a puck hit the netting or something like that. I was looking down at the phone number and email address for Milliken Wright, and I missed something. At any rate, it is a face-off to Caruso's left with 13:51 to go here in this period. You're watching the Cadet Student Network. My name is Tom Eichwald. Alongside of me, Kyle Hunt working the board and Charlie Hines working the camera tonight. They're doing a wonderful job. Two of the students that make this broadcast possible, and all the broadcasts here. They quite literally put the student in Cadet Student Network. Can't believe it's just now that we're using that line on the air. Side note. Caruso. And he's going to kill it. Decides to use the boards instead. Late decision, but it's the right one. Finds Roof. Roof has Andrews. Takes a hard kick off the skate and is out of play. So we get another stoppage here, and that is out from Tony Andrews. So the lines will change, and we'll get a chance to see another face-off here. Cadets with a slight advantage in the face-off category tonight. And also, as we mentioned, impressive student section from the Cadets. They're bouncing over there. They're enjoying themselves. Best thing you could be doing on a Thursday evening at 8:30. Sure they got all their homework done early so they could come out here. The scoreboard chant from the Edwardsville Tiger fans. And they deserve it right now. Offsides against the Cadets. And they'll bring it back out of the zone. 13 minutes to go here. Again, the scenario, if this result holds, if somehow there were not to be another goal scored, the Cadets would need to win the game and the mini game on Saturday night in order to advance to the Challenge Cup final. Edwardsville playing for a little bit of school history this weekend. We don't believe they have been to a Challenge Cup final, so obviously a great opportunity for this school, really on the rise in athletic programs. You look at pretty much every sport, and Edwardsville's right there. Ritter at the other end. Shot block, sails wide of Griffin's post. Ritter regains, has a leg taken out from under him. Accidental, though, it appeared. Deba in front. Shot comes in from Brown, and that is blocked. Going the other way for the Tigers. Shot comes in. Good save by Caruso. A wonderful save from Caruso. That was Riley Patton going the other way. Edwardsville is a team, as we've seen, that can punish you with a transition. You think things are looking pretty good. You got a couple open shots, and all of a sudden they jump a pass, and they are gone. But good save by Caruso. And Caruso has been solid so far tonight. The only goal that has gone in, you could say it was soft. It kind of went under his arm, but I don't think he could even see the puck. So hard to criticize a guy for missing a puck he never saw. In front, shooting opportunity for the Cadets. Eric Brown's shot right into the chest of Griffin, who does a nice job to hold on to this. We talked about Caruso at the CBC end going the other way. Griffin's having a nice game for the Tigers. That is, again, Matthew Griffin. He's been very solid. He's been good with the rebounds. His reading of situations has been good. And solid goaltending from Matthew Griffin. Cadet fans urging a little bit more out of their team. With 12 minutes to go here in this second period. At the end of this period, we will take a little bit of a break on the air while they clear the ice. But until then, we've got playoff hockey. What better way to spend an evening? Puck played in the middle. Eric Brown intercepted. It does clear the zone. Bud Winter can't make a play on it until everybody clears, which they do. Puck in, and Winter did touch that one, they say, while Eric Brown was in the zone. I'm not sure everybody wearing purple agrees that he touched that puck, but we'll defer to the official who had a great view of that. 11:45 to go here in this second period. We don't have a shot board keeping the shot statistics tonight, but I'd have to imagine shots are a little more even than they were for a while in that first period. And there's another one for the Cadets from Clayton Daw. I'd say the Cadets may be up, early in the game. I would have said 70-30, 80-20 in terms of the shooting. But I think now it's probably more like 65-35, 60-40, something like that. Still probably in favor of the Cadets. Puck around, man. That's as precise as stats are going to get up here tonight. Who wants to hear about numbers when you can just watch hockey? Puck goes all the way at the other end, and that is going to be icing waved off by the officials. And now the Cadets looking to clear. Hubert as far as Nasser. Nasser fires in. And Hubert. This time somebody other than Nasser or Hubert is going to touch the puck, and that is Connor Stewart being chased down by Bud Winter. Winter's got some help from Meyer. And now Bud Winter. Great stick fake. Put Nasser on the ice. Trying to pass it in front. He had help from Baginski and Andrews. And going the other way, the Tigers, shot blocked by number 16, Krekovich. And now the Cadets at the other end. Frantic, Noah Roof, there it is! Noah Roof in transition. Will Baginski ends up with the puck. Does what Will Baginski does, finds Noah Roof, and what a finish from Noah Roof. He is able to find the perfect top corner of that net up and over Griffin's left-hand shoulder. And with 10:39 to go here in the second period, the Cadets are even 1-1. Game on. All shreds of media neutrality aside, we're enjoying that one up in the press box, but a long way to go. Cadet goal by Noah Roof. And an effort to follow up. Noah Roof going for a second one there, but it dribbles wide. Jones is shot in. A little more pep in the step of these Cadets. Andrews in front. Off his skate rather than his stick. That's not the part of him he wanted to get on that. And now the Cadets. You can see the intensity of this Cadet team has picked up. Off that face-off from the goal, you see they are flying right now. If you're CBC, hard to maintain that exact pace for the rest of this game, but you need to keep it up for a few minutes. You need to really put Edwardsville kind of up against the wall. You need to show them that you can skate at a level they haven't seen yet tonight. You need to show them that you can pass at a level they haven't seen tonight. You need to show them that you can score at a level that they haven't seen tonight. And you need to show them that if they're going to go to that Challenge Cup final, they're going to have to earn every bit of it. Face off here, Ritter for CBC. It's won by Oberlag of Edwardsville, though. And now here come the Tigers. Around behind. Caruso's going to kill it and send it along the board. Finds Grant Kleinschmidt. Kleinschmidt dumps it. That'll be chased by Mike Deba, number 23, a player with some speed. Deba makes it uncomfortable there for James Aikman. And now Van Kramer at the other end. Back to Deba. Deba, Kleinschmidt. Shot again off a leg pad. That's probably about number 10 or so. That shot very nearly found its way in from Van Kramer. Now Ritter. Ritter to the right. There it is! Ritter finds the right-hand side of his goal. Hit the goal. Too excited up here. Ritter finds the left-hand side of Griffin. Hits the glove. You can see Griffin shaking his hand. So off the glove and at the back side, it is Grant Kleinschmidt who is going to tuck it away. So Grant Kleinschmidt gets himself a playoff goal. With 9:30 to go, the Cadets take the lead. That is the response you needed to see. So goals from Noah Roof and Grant Kleinschmidt. I know we said we weren't going to talk about numbers. The next in order, if we go from the number 10 to the number 9, would be Van Kramer, number 8. That's insightful analysis, surely. But Lucas going the other way. Wants to make sure the next scorer of a goal is wearing white and orange. Winter intercepts. Here come the Cadets. This is the pace we're talking about. Need to see a few more minutes of this at the very least from the CBC Cadets. They're capable of it. We haven't seen it sustained too much over these past few weeks as the Cadets clear the zone. Daw all the way across. Hubert. 8:45 to go here in the second period. The Cadets with their first lead of the game. Here's Daw into the zone. Eric Brown coming in next. Daw gets it away from Nasser and then hits the ice. Winter on that far side. Back to Clayton Daw. Daw out in front. Juicy pass, but nobody there to claim it. And that is going to go all the way back to James Meyer. Meyer finds Baginski. Baginski going the wrong way. Good stick work, but he's not able to clear the body. And a good hit there from number 21, Carson Lewis, on Will Baginski. And that broke up what would have been a fantastic turn from the Cadet player. Just going to ask, does anybody out there know a grade school student who might be a future cadet? If so, you want to encourage him to pay us a visit and experience CBC for himself. Contact our admissions office at 314-985-6095 to schedule a tour of CBC or a shadow visit. Don't forget that 7th grade shadowing is now available. You'll want to call Melissa Ryan in the admissions office at 314-985-6095 so you can come spend a day with us and experience what CBC is all about. And we're going to get a penalty going against the Cadets. It was Schaefer on the ice. And they are going to get, is that Max Brown, or are they going to get Ben Jones? They're going to get Ben Jones. So it will be the first power play of the game for the Tigers of Edwardsville. And the penalty kill team makes their way onto the ice for CBC. Not what you want. We were just talking about CBC starting to get some of the momentum. You got to eliminate the silly penalties. I know a lot in the crowd weren't happy about that, but the fact remains you've given Edwardsville a power play here with 7:42 to go in the second period. Shot from Schaefer, goal! Not 3 seconds into the power play, Tyler Schaefer, we've talked about the impact he has had on the game tonight, straight off the face-off with a wrister that Caruso had absolutely no chance at. So a good goal from Tyler Schaefer. He has clearly taken this team on his shoulders. Not much in the way of celebration from Schaefer because he understands there's a long way to go in this one. This kid knows how to play hockey, and he has shown up to play tonight. So 7:44 to go in this period. That does release the penalty. We're back to even strength. It is a 2-2 game. So the power play time to goal ratio is impressive for Edwardsville. They've had just under 3 seconds of power play tonight, and they have 1 goal to show for it. Cadets have 1 power play tonight with no goals. Here's a cross. Meyer dumps it in. Off that door that tends to bounce a little weird. And going the other way. Schaefer again, trying to go for the hat trick. Can't do it. Noah Roof putting some good pressure on him. Still Schaefer. Caruso bobbles it. And that's going the other way, and Griffin will take the icing. One thing we haven't talked about tonight, we've seen a lot of transition play for both of these teams. We've seen goals off the transition as well. One of the things we're seeing a fair bit of is the skating in open ice. And in case you're wondering why that is, part of the reason at least is because we're playing on an Olympic-sized rink. Most of the rinks CBC plays on are the NHL size, the smaller rink. Tonight is a lot more ice surface, so a lot more space. That tends to create a game that's a little more open. You see a lot more skating like this where Clayton Dawes got a lot of space to move into. And that has been certainly no small part of the plot tonight. But the headlines currently with Tyler Schaefer of Edwardsville. Caruso's going to pounce on that. A little bit of love exchange there between Van Kramer and Stanley Lucas on the other side. We expected a physical game. We expected even a chippy game. So far, it's been very sporting. Hasn't been a whole lot of hacking. Hasn't been a whole lot of anything unsportsmanlike. So that is the type of atmosphere you want to see. So far, it's been a good, clean hockey game. Here's Lucas. Trying to spin and find somebody. Back to Lucas. I'm sure we'll comment on this as the game continues, but one thing worthy of note, I was about to say it's a smaller roster from Edwardsville, but they've got everybody here tonight. CBC has a few guys not on the bench, so the roster size about the same, so we'll scratch that point from discussion. And Caruso pounces on one with 6:26 to go here in the second period. I want to send a shout out to Mr. Randy Gardner, our fearless leader here on CSN. Mr. Randy Gardner is at home working on videos. As you know, a lot going on at CBC, unveiling a new sort of wording of the vision of CBC. You've heard it for a long time. CBC creates Men for Tomorrow and Brothers for Life. The Brotherhood's pretty well documented, but currently rolling out some videos to explain exactly what we mean by a man for tomorrow. In case you've been around CBC, you know that being a man for tomorrow is about being a man who is guided by faith, strengthened by intellect, committed to justice, and prepared to lead and serve. There are great videos available on all of those that our young men have seen, and we encourage you to see as well. I'm going to check out the CBC website for more information. Mike Deba. So Mr. Gardner is at home working on that, working on more videos, trying to tell more people about all the wonderful things going on at CBC. We thank him for his work with CSN. Shot comes in from Jones. Rebound falls generously. Ritter can't get a stick on it. And Griffin is able to pounce on it. Jack Ritter throws his head back, as do many wearing purple. That was a good opportunity. Griffin was over to his right-hand side, and Ritter had some open net in front of him, but fans at it. Tough to do when the puck is moving. As a golfer, I can tell you it's hard enough to do when the object is not. Inside of 6 minutes to go. Speaking of golf, getting to be spring sports season. A lot of cadets gearing up for the spring season. Tryouts start on Monday. Shot fires wide. Good opportunity there for Edwardsville. And Nasser does a nice job of keeping that puck in the zone. Tony Andrews battling down here now. Puck robbed by Noah Roof. Takes it right off of Nasser. Roof skating around. Can he get a shot off? No, he's going to leave it for Hubert. Hubert with the wrister. Andrews in front, can't get a shot off. Roof behind. He's going to find Myers, going to let fly. Off of Roof. Shot near post. Will Baginski, that's a goal! He beats Griffin to the near post. Griffin was bouncing around trying to find the puck, and it goes to his left-hand side, and Will Baginski couldn't have had much of an angle over there on that side. And just like that, the Cadets take the lead 3-2. So right now, Edwardsville playing catch-up, which CBC has done for most of this game. Will Baginski at that back post. You got to give Will credit for the goal. Everything starts, though, with Noah Roof. He's able to keep his head on a swivel. The Cadets lose the puck. Noah Roof has the wherewithal to find it, poke it away. CBC gets a possession. Couple passes later, you've got a goal from Will Baginski. Great finish from Will, but I got to give credit for that one to Noah Roof to be able to win that puck and set up his teammates when it looked like the opportunity was lost. And Daw now at the near post. Can't get that one to go. Good goaltending from Griffin. Good positioning. He's not giving up another one near post. And now Edwardsville looking to clear. They're going to use the boards. Can't make it all the way out. Maybe a mistake. Bud Winter fires wide. That thing was moving. It is off the glass and into the netting. But I don't think that was the pass that Edwardsville was looking for out of their zone, as it really teed up Bud Winter with a great opportunity. And he is not a player, as a state champion MVP, that you want to tee up with an easy shot. Jack Ritter coming in for this face-off against Oberlag. Cadets win it, fire it into the zone. Edwardsville trying to clear. Chased down by Ben Jones. Good hustle from Ben Jones to shut that one down and keep it in the zone. Fired around. Kleinschmidt. He's got help from Max Brown. Brown with the wrister. Regained by Jones as the Cadets will clear the zone. Dumped in. Killed behind the net by Griffin. 4:12 to go here in this second period. The Cadets with a 3-2 lead. Puck played in behind. Caruso didn't quite connect with that one, and Edwardsville retains. The player pressing there was number 70, Ben Gibbons of Edwardsville. Now the Cadets trying to show some composure and clear this one. Deba ends up on the ice. Again, after the second period, the ice will be cleared. We're going to take a break here in the booth. But until then, we've got the second period of the first game of the Mid-State semifinal between CBC and Edwardsville. It's been a good one so far. A great second period, have to say. Here is Deba. Deba loses it, but it stays in the zone. Fires it back across. He's got Kleinschmidt. And as Edwardsville finds the puck, it's off of Griffin. That was just a little bit high and wide anyway. But Griffin taking no chances. And now Baginski. Patented Will Baginski turn. But the Cadets lose out and going the other way. This is Edwardsville. And they lose out. Now Baginski going the other way. The transition game continues. Noah Roof shot right in the midriff of Griffin, and he does a nice job to regain. As Andrews takes a little shove for his efforts from Logan Bellicke. And we are inside of 3 minutes to go. Cadet fans, are you protected? You want to call State Farm agent and CBC alum Tim Kylo for all your insurance needs. Tim is more than just the best insurance guy in town. He's also the presenting sponsor of CSN, and we are incredibly grateful for his support. You want to call Tim at 314-842-4442 or send him an email, tim@timkylo, that's KILO.com. Baginski. There's another Will Baginski turn. Fires near post. No goal. Andrews can't get a shot on. That was behind Griffin, folks. That was behind the goaltender, but it still stays out. Roof fires over. Meyer trying to dump it back in. 2:25 to go on the clock. Andrews chasing it down, but the Tigers are able to regain. Only as far as James Myers. Everyone else, James Meyer, correction. Everyone else out of the zone. Nasser mixing it up a little bit with Eric Brown in front of the goal. And Schaefer's going to get a chance to chase this one down. Good job by O'Donnell at getting to that puck before Tyler Schaefer. You want to deny him every touch of the puck you can. And the Cadets clearing. Eric Brown. He's got Daw and Winter alongside. Trying to pass it inside. Passing lane shut down nicely there by Connor Stewart, who ended up with the puck. And it's cleared around. The Cadets going to take the icing? No. Van Kramer for Eric Brown. Brown, Winter. Daw to his right. Winter takes the shot. Saved by Griffin. Again, Bud Winter. He's got O'Donnell and Van Kramer at the point. Wrister in. Wide. He was more looking for deflection than anything on that one. Daw. Kramer. He's got a shooting opportunity if he wants it. Takes it. That is saved and cleared off the rebound. Quick anticipation by that Edwardsville defense. Daw in front. Delays. Fires a shot that's saved. Edwardsville having trouble clearing it. 1:05 to go. Finally, the puck makes its way out of the zone as we go down to a minute. Now Brendan O'Donnell over to Eric Brown. Everybody out of the zone. Cadets will change lines. So with 54 seconds to go, Jones and Max Brown are in defense. And Daw will making his way. It'll be the Ritter and Deba and Kleinschmidt line finishing out the period for the Cadets. 40 seconds to go. Deba battling over there with number 16, Kapovich. Puck won by Jack Ritter. He's got Deba to his left, Kleinschmidt to his right. This is Kleinschmidt. And that is off the glass and into the netting. Another shot that I believe hit somebody's skate or leg pad. We've got to be nearing the record at some point. 22.9 to go on the clock. You're watching the Cadet Student Network. And this is playoff hockey. Be a face-off to Matthew Griffin's left. It was Baginski and Lewis battling for the face-off. Roof. Baginski. Jones. All the way across. Just a little bit behind Noah Roof. Dumps it behind for Winter. 10 seconds. Baginski. Shot. Save. Glove save, and a good job by Griffin to hold that, even though Bud Winter had a stick all over his glove. And we get a stoppage with 4.4 to go as the officials sort everything out in the Tiger crease. It's been quite a period, and we have to imagine the third period is going to be no less exciting. 3-2 in favor of the Cadets, fighting back from a 1-0 deficit. And they now have the lead 3-2 as the clock will expire here in the second period. After two periods of play, the Cadets are on top, but not by any comfortable margin. If you are here, if you are at home, we want to thank you for joining us. We're going to take a break here on CSN, and when we come back, we'll get you all set for the third period of the first leg of the semifinal between CBC and Edwardsville. And welcome back to the booth, everybody. We have 15 minutes left in the first leg of the Mid-States Challenge Cup semifinal between CBC and Edwardsville. Ahead of us, it is 3-2 in favor of the Cadets right now. At the start of this game, it was 1-0 to Edwardsville. Quick goal from Tyler Schaefer. Jumped out to a 1-0 lead. The Cadets took a while to respond, but when they did, they got 2 quick goals, were able to turn the tables on Edwardsville, who equalized almost right away, making it 2-2. And then the third goal for the Cadets was with a few minutes to go in that second period. Our goal scorers tonight, Tyler Schaefer has both for the Edwardsville Tigers, and for CBC it's been Grant Kleinschmidt, it has been Noah Roof, and it has been Will Baginski. So as we get set for this third period here in the Tim Kylo broadcast booth, we want you to know we're so grateful to many of our sponsors. We want to thank TJ's Pizza, Tim Kylo, Milliken Wright Law Firm, all of those people at CBC who've supported us, and especially the students making the broadcast possible tonight, Kyle Hunt and Charlie Hines. We're also sharing a booth with the CBC hockey managerial staff, doing a nice job up here. We got, who do we have? Drew Decker. Who else? John Seraphin up here, nursing the broken wing. Billy Harris. Billy Harris also up here. We are almost ready to go. CBC is going to be in the purple, going left to right across your screen. Edwardsville in the white, going right to left. They are the home team tonight. CBC will be home on Saturday, 6 p.m. right here in Chesterfield. And again, what is on the line is a trip to the Challenge Cup semifinal. That game will be on March 8th, Wednesday, March 8th, at the Scottrade Center. We're underway in the third period here as they play some, I think those were cat noises. I guess Edwardsville being the home team, they get the cat noise sound. Puck played in front. Clayton Daw. Save made by Griffin. Great save with the glove of Matthew Griffin. He's been solid tonight for the Tigers, robbing Clayton Daw of a fourth for the Cadets. A couple shout-outs. Pete and Emily Genovese watching at home. Hope you guys are enjoying the broadcast. Melissa Ryan, we read about her in the admissions ad. She's a real person. She's watching tonight. And she'd love to take your call tomorrow about an 8th grade or 7th grade shadow visit or a private tour. 314-985-6095, the admissions office. Thanks for watching, Melissa Ryan. And Caruso kills that one. We'll get the icing. CBC crowd bouncing. Edwardsville a little tense down there in the orange-clad student section. Hard to quite characterize this night for Edwardsville. At times, they have been magnificent on the defensive side of the puck as well as on the break. And CBC has struggled to contain them at times. And CBC's goals doing a fair bit to settle them, but a lot still in the balance between these two teams. Baginski at the other end. Meyer. Evan Hubert. Can't clear it. Puck played in front, and Edwardsville not able to do anything with that, at least initially. Will they get another go at it? They do not. Noah Roof carries it out of the zone. Takes a slap on the hands. Still Noah Roof. Back into the middle, just behind Tony Andrews, who is coming in. Brendan O'Donnell stepping up. But this puck is with, and that was Stanley Lucas. Fired back in by Edwardsville as they clear the zone. And they're also going to change lines. Gathered by O'Donnell. And that puck is going to be claimed by Caruso. Been a solid game so far for Caruso. Neither goal could he really do anything about. He was screened pretty heavily on both. The first one kind of trickled under his arm, but again, I don't think he saw that until it was right in front of him. And that second goal was a wrister from almost point-blank range that nobody's saving. So a solid night for Caruso. He can feel good about the way he's played, and when he plays well, these Cadets are a very, very formidable team. A lot of confidence they play with in their goaltender. We've seen that tonight. Puck cleared by the Cadets. It's going to be gathered by Connor Stewart of the Edwardsville Tigers, and the Tigers will look to break. Going the other way, this is Lucas Tucker. Brennan O'Donnell intercepts. Kleinschmidt. Ritter. Kleinschmidt's slap shot, that's hard to say, is gathered by Griffin. 12:56 to go in the third period here. Of course, at the start of the third period, start looking forward. Got a long way to go, but going to have to at some point start thinking about the game MVP honors. Usually that's given by Mr. Jim Platt, who's not able to make it tonight, so going to have to do that solo. Maybe I'll ask the managers. I think that's what I'll do. I think the hockey managers are going to choose the game MVP tonight. John Seraphin over there, it looks like a good job for him. Certainly these guys know this team. And now here comes Schaefer. Tyler Schaefer beats one, beats two, beats three. Ooh, couldn't beat the third. Good stick work there from Ben Jones to take that one right off of Tyler Schaefer's stick. That is not a good position to be in as a defenseman, but Jones handled it well. Going against his momentum with Schaefer. And now here's Schaefer on the near side. He's going to bring it in. He stops. Closed down by Max Brown and Bud Winter. And now Jones. Eric Brown. Clayton Daw. And they are raising the hand for offside, so everybody's going to have to clear as Edwardsville looks to build. Line changes for both teams. Pass intercepted, though, by Baginski, just a little too heavy on the hands. Still, can Baginski get to it? No. Griffin's able to pounce on that as Baginski is chasing down. That was Rory Margerio. But, again, a little bit of firm hands from Baginski cost maybe a great opportunity for the Cadets to extend this lead. 1-goal game with 12 to play. If you were just joining us, maybe coming to the game late, you're watching the Cadet Student Network. My name is Tom Eichwald, bringing you the game tonight with the help of CBC students Charlie Hines and Kyle Hunt. I want to thank them for all their work. But the stakes are pretty high. There is no way that either of these two teams will be eliminated tonight. They are guaranteed 2 games in the semifinals due to the format. Here's Baginski at the other end. Will Baginski with the shot. Wide. Might have deflected off something. Didn't look like a Will Baginski shot. Andrews trying to fire it across the goal. And the Tigers clear. As we mentioned, the format, it's a 2-game semifinal series. So this game being played at 8:30 tonight, while the SLU Oakville game was played at 6 o'clock this afternoon. SLU winning that one 5-1. On Saturday night, the times are reversed. CBC Edwardsville will be at 6, and SLU Oakville will be at 8:30. And 2 wins gets you through to the Challenge Cup final. Also, a win and a draw will get you through. If CBC holds on to this lead tonight, Edwardsville would have to beat them on Saturday and then win the 10-minute mini game that would follow that in order to make it to the final. So you certainly want to win and not force yourself to face a mini game. Jack Ritter in for the face-off for CBC, going against Mitchell Oberlag. Maybe a little confusion on the line change there from Edwardsville. Oberlag is going to step out, and stepping in is Patton. The Cadets dump it in. Easily regained by Edwardsville. And back in by Kramer. Griffin leaves it. And here come the Tigers. And that one's played out. Not the best 30 seconds of hockey you're ever going to see right there. Back in. Jack Ritter loses it, and again, getting bogged down in the neutral zone here. But Deba's able to pounce on one. Inside, can't find Ritter. And the Tigers will clear the zone. O'Donnell can't find the puck. Breaks for Oberlag. Oberlag has help. He's got Patton alongside. That is just in front of Riley Patton. And O'Donnell is able to recover and gain. Kramer now fires it around behind, and that is going to clear the zone and also enter the Edwardsville zone. But rather than pursuing, the Cadets are going to change their lines. 10:15 to go in this one, 3-2 game. And Jones. That was Max Brown trying to clear it. Puck played in by the Tigers. Jones, Winter, Daw. Bud Winter's shot, saved by the leg pad. That was the left leg pad of Matthew Griffin. And now a foot race between Schaefer and Max Brown. Good job by Max Brown to get puck side of Schaefer. He is not an easy guy to beat in a foot race. Wonderful job there by Max Brown to get back. Full credit to the freshman. And now here is Brown. This correction, Max Brown, a junior. Didn't think it sounded right when you said it. One of those moments. As Nasser has the puck dribble out in front of him. Deflection to Caruso's left. Ends up for Schaefer. Dangerous moment for Caruso, but harmless in the end. 9 minutes to go. The Edwardsville crowd starting to get a little animated. They're sensing that they need something. Plenty of time to get that in, though. Here's Daw going the other way. He's got Winter alongside. Still Clayton Daw. He is forced wide as two players were tangled up. It was the CBC senior Clayton Daw, and it looks like that was Jared Nasser, the defenseman for the Tigers. Everybody appears to be okay. We get some changes, and we'll get a face-off with under 9 to go. Face-off to Matthew Griffin's right-hand side. And now, what can the Tigers do with it? This is Belicky. Ran into his own man. That was Krakovich that he ran into. Shot comes, easy glove save for Caruso. And this will bring about a face-off in front of him. 8.5 to go in this one. This face-off will be to Caruso's right. Coming in to take it for the Cadets, it is Will Baginski, it looks like. And he will be going against Carson Lewis. He'll step out. And face-off in the balance at the moment. Lewis is on top of it. Finally ends up on an Edwardsville stick. Shot comes in from Margerio. Rebound saved by Caruso. That was the right foot that he was able to get on that. And Margerio is going to take it back out for the Tigers as CBC will change their defensive lines. Meyer and O'Donnell in now. Here's Schaefer with the shot. That is deflected off the stick of Brendan O'Donnell. And Tyler Schaefer again. He's got 2 for the Tigers, and he was looking to add to it there. Good shooting opportunity. Wonderful stick by Brendan O'Donnell to deny him the shot. And now, the Tigers. This is Trevor Henson. Schaefer has it taken away. Now Noah Roof. Mike Deba over there on the far side. Deba loses his footing and the puck with it. And the puck just barely cleared by the Tigers. Dumped back in by Grant Kleinschmidt with 7.5 to go. Now Tyler Schaefer. All the way across, just a little bit ahead of his man. The intended recipient there, Stanley Lucas. Taken into the boards by Van Kramer. Now Schaefer. He's been looking to shoot every time he's had it. Still good strength from Schaefer. He does fire the shot. That is deflected wide. It looked like it hit Carson Lewis there. Still the Tigers, and that is cleared out of the zone. Good physical defending, and a little hit put on there by Jack Ritter. Talked about the heart he has. He's physically way outmatched, but you are not going to outmatch the attitude he has. He's going into everything he can. Now Krakovich. That's taken away. 4-on-2 rush now. Ben Jones for CBC fires the shot. Might have been better served to get it over here to this near side. He had Kleinschmidt at the back post, and Ritter as well up there helping. Clock at 6:44. Face-off is going to be Brown versus. Can't tell that was Oberlag. And here is Oberlag. Edwardsville struggling to clear. Clayton Daw picks it up. Daw in front. Bud Winter trying to use his strength to create a shot for himself. Can't do it. And now here is Krakovich. He loses it. Dumped back in. Edwardsville again. Now here is Bud Winter going the other way. Beats one, beats two. Can't beat the post. Good stick work from Bud Winter. The crowd was on their feet there, but he couldn't put the finish on it. That move really deserved a goal-scoring finish, but Eric Brown's now chasing it in the corner. Winter coming up. Good job by Max Brown to read that and keep it in the CBC zone. That's short-lived, though, unfortunately. Again, Brown, the junior, brings it down. And still. Talked about it not being the best spell of hockey we saw a minute ago. Baginski trying to change that now. Baginski. Still. Meyer trying to dump it back in. He had Clayton Daw right on top of the crease. Daw's got Winter. Winter loses out. Edwardsville can't regain. If you're a fan of Olympic-style possession hockey on an Olympic-style rink, you probably haven't been enjoying the last few minutes. Not a lot of sustained pressure from either of these two teams. Been a lot of back and forth. The puck keeps getting lost in the neutral zone. You really need to see some composure at this point. We talked about it at the beginning of the game. This is almost a reset. Hasn't been great the last few minutes. You get a little break on the face-off here. 5 minutes and 14 seconds to go. You want to make sure this 5 minutes and 14 seconds is in your favor. You need to let your skill players step up, do their thing. Good save. Wrist shot from Schaefer off the face-off. We saw that lead to a goal on a power play in the second period. Caruso is able to bring that one in with the glove. But just to finish the point, the Cadets really need to get a little bit of possession, start finding each other on the passes, and just settle in to the rest of this game. And the clock is going to tick below 5 as the Cadets try to clear. Noah Roof in his own zone, tries to dump it long. Tony Andrews chases it down. Good job by Tony Andrews to put the pressure on. Now Van Kramer, again giving up. Schaefer into the middle. Dangerous pass. Works out well, at least in the short run. And here come the Tigers. That was Trevor Henson. Still Henson. Still Henson. There's the wrister off the boards. Henson takes a little crack at Noah Roof as he comes across the ice. And now it's on the near boards. Baginski and O'Donnell going at it for the Cadets. Noah Roof comes in. He ends up taking it, dumps it into the zone, and the Cadets will change. Here's Schaefer over at the near side, trying to catch the Cadets on the change. Good grab by Caruso. That's the second one he's had in the last minute or so. But Tyler Schaefer, you see the awareness he's got to let CBC make the change and drift over here to this blind side. As soon as these Cadet players came on, they saw him. They were sprinting as hard as they could to get over, but you're not going to get over in the time it takes Tyler Schaefer to let a wrister fly. And fortunately, Caruso was equal to that. I see the fans down there, an Edwardsville fan showing somebody that's twice now. He's gotten a good wrister that Caruso's gotten a glove on. But still, the opportunities are there for Edwardsville. The Cadets cannot go to sleep here in the last 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Puck dumped in. Max Brown can't bring it on. Krekovich wide. Puck back off the boards. Out in front. Krekovich again can't get a stick on it. Good job by Ben Jones to disrupt the second shot. Deba dumps it long. Tension building in the arena. Jack Ritter takes one from Nasser. Ritter and Nasser mixing it up. That's Jared Nasser and Jack Ritter tangled up. Play on, say the officials. 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go now. Krekovich fires it into the midriff of Hubert. That can't have felt good. And now Brown at the other end, but he's beaten to it by Oberlag. Brown brings down Oberlag. No penalty. Might have gotten away with a little bit of a trip there. But play on is the call. And we will get an icing. 2 minutes and 52 seconds to go in this one. A 1-goal lead for the Cadets. Very tenuous right now and getting more so as time goes by. The Cadets have not been, in the second half of this third period especially, the Cadets have not been at their best. We've seen a little bit of frantic passing. We've seen some miscommunications. We've seen some a little bit sloppy, being slow on the shift. Everybody, on the line changes, everybody changing at once. Almost created a great opportunity for Schaefer. And Jack Caruso's done a nice job of keeping the Cadets in this game at this point. I want to thank you for joining us on the Cadet Student Network. Tom Eichwald bringing you the game tonight with help from Charlie Hines and Kyle Hunt. And Edwardsville bringing it out. Meyer intercepts. Schaefer returns the favor. Tyler Schaefer dispossessed by Eric Brown. And now James Meyer again. Across for Evan Hubert. Here's Bud Winter. Bud Winter with the wrister. Another shin pad. That time the victim was number 28, Rory Margerio. Winter in front. Brings it down with the hand. Good save by Griffin. Griffin read that all the way, but a good opportunity nonetheless for Bud Winter. And the clock hits 2:15. While we have a second, I want to thank some of our sponsors. We got some old faithfuls like Tim Kylo and Milliken Wright Law Firm, TJ's Pizza, but also some new sponsors such as Mercy Healthcare. I want to say thanks to one of our newest sponsors on the Cadet Student Network, that is Mercy Sports Medicine. Mercy is a top-tier Catholic health system nationally and offers the highest quality health care for students and their families. To learn more, visit www.mercy.net. Baginski. He's got a goal tonight. Tony Andrews, right back to Will Baginski. Baginski. That is when he is at his best, when he is in open ice, going at people. Tony Andrews trying to get back. Puck dumped in by Henson. Around behind for Caruso and by Caruso. Noah Roof. Can't clear. Now Patton, Riley Patton. In front of Caruso. Caruso gives up a rebound, makes the save! Save to his left-hand side. Caruso gave up the initial rebound, was able to slide over and take that one right out of the net. Oberlag had the shot. What a save by Caruso. There he misses it with the glove, but Van Kramer's right there to bail him out. Ooh, that puck hits the supports. What a save that was by Caruso. Not just to make the first save, but to have the concentration and the continued focus to be able to pick up the puck after the save, know exactly where it went, that's feeling it through all those pads, knowing exactly where it's going to go, and then the speed to get over to his left-hand side and take that one right out of the back of the net. Oberlag was about to start celebrating when he hit that. That is the margin right now. That is the margin of victory. 1:12 to go. Here's Edwardsville. They have pulled the goaltender. 6 skaters now for the Tigers. Here they come. Shooting opportunity perhaps. Lucas. This is Stanley Lucas. He passes on the shot. Clayton Daw. Bud Winter. Fires one length of the ice. Goal! Bud Winter! That is going to seal it, maybe. I don't want to say it. I'm afraid to say it. But Bud Winter going empty net. Takes the pass from Daw. And Winter is able to put that one away. Whew. What a game this has been. Now, don't go anywhere. 52 seconds to go. This game is not over yet. So under a minute now, the Cadets' goal lead is 2. And now Henson chasing it down for Edwardsville. 46 seconds. And Matthew Griffin is going to stay on the ice for this one. That tells you everything you need to know. The goaltender's still in there for Edwardsville with a 2-goal lead. I think they're going to try their best on Saturday, but CBC with the upper hand at the moment. 41.5 to go in this one, 2-goal lead. That is the biggest lead of this game. Scoring summary was Edwardsville got out to the lead through Tyler Schaefer. The Cadets equalized. Then Tyler Schaefer put him in the lead again. Then the Cadets took the lead 2-1. Trying to keep pace with all these lead changes. The Cadets took the lead 2-1. Schaefer equalized again. And then the Cadets, through Will Baginski, were able to go up 3-2. And then an empty netter from Bud Winter from his own blue line is enough to give the Cadets a 2-goal lead with 29.9 to go. much more relaxed. So relaxed, in fact, some of the CBC fans making their way to the exits. They've seen exactly what they hoped or what they came here hoping to see. Edwardsville fans, to their credit, sticking this one out. They are still supporting their team. That is good to see. And that support for the athletic program is part of the reason that, as we mentioned, Edwardsville is on the rise in the local athletic scene. Very, very strong programs across the board. 17 seconds. Lucas at the other end. Pass in front, just behind Schaefer. Tyler Schaefer using his strength. Fires a shot in front, hits his own man. 7 seconds now. Cadets just looking to get this at the other end of the ice. And with 3 seconds, Cadets have the puck. That is going to do it. So the Cadets are your winners tonight, 4-2. Despite a fast start from Edwardsville, despite some very good early defending and shutting down of the passing and shooting lanes by these Tigers, the Cadets are able to grind one out. It was a win based on taking advantage of opportunities in key moments. Initially, that was what Edwardsville was doing. CBC was able to step up, though, and who is it? It's those veteran leaders. You had Grant Kleinschmidt, the sophomore, but Noah Roof stepping up with a big goal. Will Baginski stepping up with a big goal. And in goal, Jack Caruso, number 31, doing a phenomenal job for the Cadets. We told you we were going to let the hockey managers who were up here select the man of the match, the MVP. They have given it to Ben Jones, who was solid all night. Ben Jones, without John Seraphin in there, who was actually up here giving it to his partner, the player of the game, that is. And they give it to Ben Jones. Great effort from Ben and a great effort from the Cadets. We will see you again on Saturday night. That game is at 6 p.m. You'll want to come out here to Hardy's Iceplex. If you can't make it, it's okay. We will bring you the game here on CSN. For all of us here, for Randy Gardner, for Charlie Hines, for Kyle Hunt, and for myself, Tom Eichwald, I want to thank you for joining us. We'll see everybody on Saturday. Drive safely, everybody. Have a good night.